Alright, welcome to the Ironwood Gym. Today I'm going to be going over how to measure band tension. Okay, because when you get to squatting, if you're using dynamic effort work, if you're using percentage type training, you need to know how much tension is at the top of those lifts. Okay, that's important to know, to calculate, to make sure you're utilizing the proper weight for what you're trying to get out of that workout. So it's real simple. I've heard of people, I used to do it myself, where I would try to put a scale down and load everything up and try to take the bar out of the rack and look at the scale as I've got a bar on my back, or stack boards on my chest and have someone else look at the scale as up for the bench press. I've heard of people using a meat scale or a heavy duty fish scale where they just pull the band up with the scale. This is probably the easiest way to do it. I've already got the band set up, but I've got a bathroom scale sitting right next to the rack. Okay, when I grab that band, the first thing I want to do is I want to take my own body weight. Actually, I'm sorry. Take my own body weight, so I'm going to step on the scale, and that's about 225. Okay, then I'm going to grab the band, and I need to set up one band, one side of the rack, exactly the way I would have it, whether I'm squatting or benching. Okay, then when I grab the band, and I'll show you why in a second, it's important that you grab at the very top of the band, just where the bar is going to be. Okay, you can use both hands, but don't grab. If you grab further down the band, it's going to change that. So I'll show that here in a second. Remember that number 225. We're going to use that again here in a minute. Okay, so I grab the band. I step on the scale. I grab the band at the top. I pull it up to about the height that I would be utilizing when I squat. Okay, because right now I'm using it to squat. So I pull it up to about that height. Check out the number on the scale. Okay, so I pull this up. This is about where my shoulders would be. That's 265. Remember, minus the 225, that gives me 40 pounds of band tension per band. Okay, so now I add the other band from the other side on, because I'm going to have two bands on the bar. That's going to give me 80 pounds of band tension that I need to calculate in when I'm figuring my training weights. Like I said, you need to grab the band in the right spot. So I'll show you the difference here. If you grab, and I've seen a lot of people do this when they're grabbing the bands to put them on the bar, is that they'll grab down lower and leave slack at the top of the band. And it doesn't look like a lot, but watch the difference here. When I step on the scale and I pull that up, even though I'm only putting the loop at my shoulder height, now I'm coming up about 275 instead of 265. So that's 50 pounds of band tension. When I add that other band in, it's going to be 100 pounds of band tension. The problem is that's not what's going to be on the bar, because the top part of the band was actually slack. And I'm pulling less band, which makes it a lot tighter as I pull up. So that would be a big difference between 100 pounds of band tension versus 80 pounds of band tension when I did it correctly by grabbing the end of the band. Remember, only the end of the band is actually going to be on the barbell. The next thing you need to know about band tension, I used to lift with another lifter who was 6'3". I'm only 5'8", okay? That's a 7-inch difference. So we were actually calculating all the weights based off of what I needed. Then when he stepped in, thinking he could, because we were fairly similar strength, he would step in and it was a ton more band tension on him. That's 7 inches of tension that's being added onto his lift. We didn't measure it to find out how much, but it did make a difference. So what we should have been doing is taking weight off the bar for him, since we can't change the band tension. If all the lifters are fairly close in height, don't worry about it. It'll be close enough. But when you get those big differences, you might want to adjust by taking some weight off the bar. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with other coaches, other lifters that may be interested in this information. Till next time, I will see you later.